Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright guys, this is going to be the reading for Gemini Energy. You can have Gemini for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or you could be a cross-watcher for somebody with one of those placements. I've received a gift from Kristen today. This is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. And she says, "Hi Bridget, I miss your readings. I hope you enjoy these cards. Love and light, Kristen." So thank you very much, Kristen. I'm not sure which of the signs that you'll get to see. The only one I got to do before this was Aries, and I'm just going in order of the the wheel there, Aries through Pisces. So I'm going to use them in those readings, other than the Aries one. And then when I get through these, I will do another reading with them at some point, or I may even do one in between, just to break it up. But we're gonna see what comes through for those who are dealing with the Gemini. My intention for this type of reading, for this one, is that it's timeless, and we're also finding out like what this person may not be telling you, what they're not letting on to at this time. And there will be an extended version for those of you who would like to go deeper. That link will be down below. I am getting used to this deck. It doesn't have like a whole lot of information on it, but first one we have is number 28, and in this deck there's actually two men. Okay, there's a man that's younger and a man that's older, just like there's two women. And in the Taurus reading I just did, we had the older woman. This is the older man. Okay, so we have number 28 and number 22 coming through so far. This looks like a staircase about decisions. And I know that the masculine energy is just about being the masculine. Okay, like, well, look at that. We have the sun too, which is about, for me, divine masculine energy. So it's funny. Let's see what else. Anything else? Anything else for these Gemini energies? Sun, moon, rising. We've got number 12, which I've actually seen this too, because I did play with them on my own. So this is actually about messages, making some messages. So let's start. First off, I feel like whoever you're dealing with at this time is tapped into their like divine masculine energy. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. This person is likely, tapping into the more like, I guess, studied version of a masculine, somebody that has, had a little bit more time and energy put into being on this planet and their lessons and things like that. So this person has likely gone through a lot of lessons, and they're just more mature, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So number 22 is actually called choice, and this is: decisions and choices are what I offer. Alternate directions are what I augur. I speak in multiple and double, and when I'm in a relationship, I might be trouble. There comes a time when one needs to make the choice of going one way or the other. Neither way is right or wrong, but only one way can be taken. Here in the Reverie, we have steps that take us upwards and onwards towards this point of deliberation. Stairs and steps are symbolic of ascending to a higher place, a much better place, where once you are through the doors at the top that lead to the stars, then the possibilities are infinite. So it seems that, the masculine energy within this connection may be at this point where they're trying to make a decision about where they're wanting to go. And the star for me, represents our wishes. So what are they wishing for in their life? What are they trying to accomplish out of their future? So they have to decide. Maybe there's a karmic situation that you're dealing with. Maybe they're trying to decide if they want to go with you, if they want to go with somebody else, or just where they want to go in their life in general. Maybe even surrounding messages too, because this again does signify like receiving messages. But the owls also signify wisdom. So whatever decision this person is making, they're coming from a place of wisdom. Okay, so whatever decision they end up making likely will come from a place of like understanding and taking time out to really truly think about it and what it's going to reflect within their future. So the sun is the sun. I am success, hear me roar. I control your ego and charisma. I boost your confidence and courage. I bring victory and glory. But be careful not to get too cocky, or you will get burned by arrogance. So the solar face as the moon that follows carries the essential nature of this card as a blessing, success, and big luck. In this card, we also see a scroll of time. As the sun marks the passing of the hours, the shadow falls upon the number 6, a solar number. The sun shines and everything under its light grows. The cards around this card in a reading will be well aspected, and it bodes well at the end of a line of cards too. The light that shines from the sun card is energizing and revitalizing in nature. It can also signify the confidence to step out into the light by engaging with a project or taking a new direction. So it seems that this person has really gone through something big where they've learned some sort of lesson. They're now ready to align with like the light in their life. They're wanting to have the decision that's going to lead them to that fulfillment, to that happiness. And it seems that they may be trying to make a decision in regards to how they're going to communicate this, because I do know that the number 12 signifies the owls, which is the owl's card indicates communication, but usually of a less frivolous nature. Owls may be sharing their wisdom or urging you to listen to what your elders or learned friends may have to say. Owls may also be telling you to look for other important signs around you. So I do feel that this person has tapped into that. Or they could be receiving messages and guidance from somebody in their life. Maybe it's a father figure or even like an older woman in their life that has been giving them wisdom about their future. It's like, you can't keep going down this path that you're going on if you ever want to reach some sort of fulfillment in your life. If you want to have things be good, you need to, make a decision and go with it. And I feel like they're starting to realize whatever they've been doing or whatever path they've been on, it's time to make that decision. You can't just like stay at this crossroad anymore. It's time to pick, time to choose, and the choice that they're going to make is going to lead them into happiness and fulfillment. There is this sense here, though, like they could choose the path that's going to kind of boost them in the wrong way. It may give them like financial gain and like make them feel good about themselves, like the way that they look or the way that they are presented to the world. I do sense for some of them, it's like they have this choice. It's like, are you going to go with the karmic ego route, or are you going to go with like the divine guidance route, And it does seem that there's a lot of wisdom that is being given and offered to this person about this. It's like you see this person's face, they're like, ugh, like they're really thinking hard about it. So this could be you too, okay? So keep that in mind, that this could be you. But I do sense that when it comes to all of this person's likely coming to this place of understanding this now, and they may want to make some sort of communication about it. They may want to let you know that they've been thinking about all of this and that they are at this point of trying to make a decision for their future, okay? So pretty positive energy. Let's see, what aren't they telling you with the chakra cards, so I can see what other energies are coming through within this connection. So like, what else aren't they telling about how they're thinking at this time? So we've got the Strength card coming out with the Queen of Swords. So I feel like they, maybe thinking hard about, the strength of the relationship that they've had with you, because this is the sacral energy. This is our relationships with ourselves and with others. I do sense there's some sort of transformation here too. She is wearing a bunch of butterflies around her, and she's standing in her power with her solar plexus energy. She's all in yellow. So maybe they've started to see the power of the connection or the relationship that this has been in their life. And I do sense that when they think about you, though, they're worried that you may not want to hear from them or that you've cut them out, because the Queen of Swords is somebody that's a little cold. But it's because of what she's been through. It's not just because she's a bitch. It's because she's protecting herself, and that requires a lot of strength. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the King of Swords. So they may be thinking that I have to really, bring some sort of truth to this person. This person's no longer looking at this relationship the same way that they once did. They're no longer putting up with the things that they once did. If I'm going to approach this person, I need to be as loyal as the dog. I can't be, just coming in and out. I need to be somebody that's going to show the strength that this has and allow this guarded energy surrounding the heart to be dropped down for this connection, for this relationship, for this Two of Cups, twin flame soulmate energy. So it does seem that they're really thinking hard about how they've been within the past, the foundation of this relationship. You know, maybe they were very guarded with you in the past. There could be some sort of transformation in their heart space. This is the green representing the heart. When it comes to this relationship, again, we have sacral here. And then, you know, knowing that in order to get through to this queen or this king, you have to come with truth. You have to come with integrity. You can't come with a bunch of bullshit and indecisiveness like they may have once had in the past. And I do sense for some of them, they're still indecisive. They still are at this crossroads there, but they're getting, you know, their wisdom handed to them from the divine, and they're having, you know, insights given to them at this point that is probably helping them to make these decisions about their future in regards to you. Okay, so what else aren't they telling you at this time about how like they're feeling, all of that? What aren't they telling you about their feelings? What's going on within this connection, how they're viewing you? So we've got the Three of Swords. So I do feel that some of them are having pain at this time. Maybe they've had an ending of a relationship, or they're afraid to put an end to a relationship, or they're afraid to put an end to something that they've been doing in their life. Whatever element that has been here that has kept this relationship from really being empowered to the next level of commitment, they could be really trying to find the strength and courage to open that heart up like we saw, and to, you know, become committed to this, to take that leap of faith within the physical world towards their divine counterpart. And they may even be seeing that and understanding that now, like, no longer am I just making a decision about, you know, being with this person or that person, or being in this way of life or that way of life. I'm actually making a decision about something that is either divine or karmic in nature. So they are understanding this. They may realize, like, the way that they've been living or whom they've been living with hasn't been the road to success that maybe they once thought it was. Or maybe they're realizing that, you know, the way that they were living with the Knight of Wands isn't going to give them fulfillment down the road. You know, they could have been having some fulfilling one-night stands and things like that, but I sense this person is realizing that that's not going to be fulfilling for the long haul. That's not something that, you know, somebody with wisdom and integrity and truth does. Okay, so they could be coming into more of a place of balance within their emotions. They're no longer wanting to just be about passion or just be about love. They're wanting to be more of a balanced energy. And I sense that you've probably gone through that too. You may have once been in that very emotional energy with this person. You could have been like the Queen of Cups, like, please just love me. And then at one point you just kind of were like, no. And that's when you put into that Queen of Swords energy. I don't feel like you're very, like, I don't think you're in that Queen of Swords energy. I just think that this person feels that you should be, or they're worried that you will be. But it isn't that you're always just walking around bitchy and miserable and cold. It's just that you're no longer going to put up with things that you maybe once have done in that vibration of, oh, I gotta love them unconditionally because they're my divine counterpart. You're no longer doing that. You're loving yourself more so, and you're recognizing whatever was toxic and karmic in this connection. So you've put an end to dealing with that. And I sense they know that. They know that if they come forward to you, they have to have commitment within their heart. It doesn't mean they have to get married to you, but they can't come towards you in a frivolous way, like we saw with this energy. Like, this isn't about frivolous communication. If you're going to communicate something, it needs to be something that's, like, truthful, and shows that you're not going to come in and hurt this person, that you're ready to bring happiness or transformation to the relationship. So let's see, anything else that this person is feeling at this time that they're not letting you know. So we do have the Four Swords. So I do sense that there's been healing with this person. It's likely that they have acquired this wisdom. Some of them could be feeling defeated at this point. I feel like there's some sort of truth that, like, you know what, this hasn't, you know, panned out so well for me thus far. It's like their truth isn't very, maybe once what they considered to be victory is now kind of feeling like not like a victory. It's feeling more so like a defeated thing. Like, I kind of defeated this energy that was once so loving and nurturing or committed to me. I defeated it. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is that ultimate fulfillment. That's that decision, that wish that's at the top of that you know, staircase there. It's like, do Where do you want to go in your life? Most people have like this dream for themselves, and that's what the Ten of Pentacles represents. It's about finding that person and making that decision to go down the road that's going to give you all of those things, like the financial abundance, the emotional abundance, the house on top of the hill with all the fancy stuff. But it's not just about that. It's about, being empowered and confident to leave behind the insecurities and the anxieties connected to relationships, and to have that loyal, committed person by your side, regardless of what's within the house or around the house and all of that. But when you come from that place and you leave this stuff behind, you actually attract to you the true abundance and the transformation that most people are wanting for themselves, for their future. This is when you're in integrity and truth and a place of wisdom, all of this other stuff just comes easily. So this is like that power couple type of energy, the thing that a lot of people have been waiting their whole life for, to find that person or that place or that job or that thing that gives you that fulfillment. They may be starting to see, which path is going to give them that. All right, so what I'm going to do now is go over to Vimeo, and we're going to find out what aren't they telling you, what aren't they saying, what aren't they telling you, what would they say to you if they could talk to you, and then what type of actions they may be taking over the next few weeks, as well as, whatever else kind of pops up over there. So if you'd like to join me, the link will be down below. I do have the Ace of Cups coming here, which does signify new beginnings in love. And I know we have a lot of energies happening. We got the full moon energy. We have Mercury retrograde energy. So there is a lot of stuff going on at this time that could be kind of impacting all of this. So if you'd like to join me, I will be over there. If not, thank you for joining me this far. If you would like to donate to the channel, there's a link down below. Thank you very much to those who do. It does help to give me the energy to continue doing readings like these. And anybody who would like to send a deck or anything like that, there is Amazon wish list down below. Thank you very much, Kristen, for this deck. I love it. And thank you guys very much. In Mune, namaste.